Hello everyone. In this video, we will look into new sculpting updates added in Blender 5.2. So let's start with this. In the sculpting, we have a new scene project brush. It works in a similar way like a shrink wrap modifier and allows you to match the topology of the base mesh. You will need two objects. I have added a plain object that I want to use and place on the base mesh. I will make the brush size bigger and using the strength of 1, simply click and drag on the plane mesh. It will try to match the topology and will be placed on it. You can use multiple objects as well. The brush settings are available in the side panel here. The most important setting is the rate direction, which includes two types, a plane normal and a view normal settings. The results will vary for each. If I choose to use the view normals here, the mesh does not deforms correctly. In this case, the plane normal works correctly. You will have to test both these settings when using this brush. The minimum distance determines how close the mesh will be to the source mesh. You can increase or decrease this distance. If I reduce it, you can see our mesh starts to intersect with the base mesh. This entirely depends how you want it to be. You can see how it looks from the side. It can be used for retopology as well. You can make topology in small parts and later join them into one. We can also use the solidifier modifier on the top. And in the sculpting mode, if I use the move brush first to make mesh adjustments, and then I can use project brush to match the topology. Now let's look into some more examples using this brush. Here I have a face model and I have a plane with a multi-res modifier applied on it. I will simply click and drag and you can see the mesh takes the shape of it. Just make sure your plane object is smaller and inside the model area. In the next example, I have a plane object with a solidify modifier applied on it and placed above the hand. I can simply use the scene project brush here. The important thing again is that your topology plane should have some geometry underneath it. If there is open space or any open gap, then the brush will not work correctly. For this reason, it is better to have a plane object at the base so your brush works correctly. You can use the auto smooth to generate a much softer effect. Here I have multiple objects placed on a plane and they work as well. You can also use the anchor stroke method to click and drag to match the shape in one go. Give it a try, see what works or not. Remember to switch between the view normal and the plane normal settings. In case you have something like a cylindrical shape, it is better to make your topology mesh in a cylinder shape that can easily deform to match the base model. One limitation is to note that if your plane object is bigger than the base mesh, it's not gonna work correctly. If we use the scene brush, you can see it will project whatever is under the object, but something that is outside will not be modeled. I recommend that you keep your object smaller and apply the reset object scale transformation before sculpting so the brush works correctly. That is all for this brush. Rest you can experiment and share your feedback so it can be improved in future versions. Let's look into other updates. In the sculpting mode, we can now add primitive shapes like cubes, cylinders, spheres. The object to add will snap to the surface of the object. You can also hold the shift key for non-uniform scale. Holding down the control key will move the pivot inside. Click and drag and you can add any primitive shape. If you want to symmetrize the model, then go to the tool setting and under the symmetrize setting, you select the axis and click symmetrize. This will add the shapes on the other side as well. You can press R for the remesh grid and do a remesh to join everything into one. The only problem is that you cannot move these objects once they are added. The next thing added is that you can hold the Alt key to enable the mask tool. This will allow you to paint a mask, so you can now use any sculpting brush alongside without switching to the mask tool. Holding down the Control Alt key will remove the mask. You can assign any other shortcut if you need to. Another update in the color filter tool is that you can click outside to fill up the entire object with one color. Using Alt Control click will fill up with opposite color. Dragging the mouse will switch between the two colors that are set. You can also press Shift X to add a color to your color palette. Another thing which was added in the previous version Blender 5.1 which I want to show here is that we have a new blur brush. It basically blends colors more better. The next improvement added is after doing the remesh operation, the painted vertex colors on the mesh will not distort unlike previous versions. They will be less blurry, making them not to repaint them again. Apart from these improvements, there are many more changes in other parts of Blender. For the complete list, you can check the release documents. I hope you find this video useful in some way. If you like to see more, then please click the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next one.